Food is an essential part of our daily lives, providing nourishment and sustenance. However, not all foods are safe to consume, and some can be downright deadly. While modern food safety standards and regulations have significantly reduced the risk of food poisoning, there are still certain foods that contain toxic substances that can prove fatal if ingested in large enough quantities. In this article, we will explore 5 poisonous foods that can be lethal to humans if not handled or prepared properly. Wild mushrooms. Mushrooms are a popular culinary ingredient, offering a wide variety of flavors and textures. However, not all mushrooms are safe to eat. Wild mushrooms, in particular, can be extremely dangerous. There are numerous species of toxic mushrooms, some of which closely resemble edible varieties. The consumption of toxic mushrooms can lead to severe liver and kidney damage, neurological problems, and even death. Unless you are an expert mycologist, it is essential to avoid foraging wild mushrooms for consumption. Stick to purchasing mushrooms from reputable sources to ensure your safety. Cassava. Cassava, also known as yucca or manioc, is a starchy root vegetable commonly consumed in many parts of the world. However, it contains cyanogenic glycosides, which are converted into cyanide in the human body. When improperly processed or not cooked thoroughly, cassava can be deadly. To remove the toxic compounds, cassava must be peeled, grated, soaked, and thoroughly cooked before consumption. Traditional processing methods by communities that rely on cassava for sustenance usually involve these safety measures. Ackee. Ackee is a fruit native to West Africa but is now primarily grown in Jamaica and other Caribbean countries. While it is a delicious and nutritious fruit when ripe, its unripe arils contain a toxic compound called hypoglycin A. Ingesting unripe ackee can lead to Jamaican vomiting sickness, JVS, characterized by severe vomiting, seizures, and, in extreme cases, death. To safely consume ackee, it must be allowed to ripen naturally and open on its own before cooking. Additionally, discarding the seeds and the pink membrane within the arils can further reduce the risk. Fugu, pufferfish. Fugu, also known as pufferfish, is considered a delicacy in Japan, where skilled chefs undergo rigorous training and obtain a special license to prepare it. The liver, ovaries, and skin of pufferfish contain a potent neurotoxin called tetrodotoxin, which can cause paralysis and lead to death through asphyxiation if ingested. Despite stringent regulations, accidental poisoning still occurs from time to time due to the black market trade of improperly prepared fugu. If you ever find yourself in a situation where fugu is served, ensure it is prepared by a licensed and experienced chef. Rhubarb leaves. Rhubarb is a popular ingredient in pies, crumbles, and jams, prized for its tart flavor. However, the leaves of the rhubarb plant contain high levels of oxalic acid, which can be toxic to humans. Ingesting a significant amount of rhubarb leaves can lead to symptoms such as vomiting, abdominal pain, and in severe cases, kidney failure. Always discard rhubarb leaves and only consume the edible stalks. If you grow rhubarb in your garden, keep it away from children and pets to avoid accidental ingestion. While the vast majority of foods are safe to eat, some can be deadly if not handled or prepared properly. Wild mushrooms, cassava, ackee, pufferfish, and rhubarb leaves are among the foods that contain toxic substances and should be approached with extreme caution. To ensure your safety, always buy food from reputable sources, educate yourself about potentially poisonous foods, and follow proper preparation techniques. Remember, when in doubt, it's best to err on the side of caution and seek expert advice. Your health and well-being should always be the top priority when it comes to consuming any type of food.